The Adventures of Pinocchio, the Island of Toys. Pinocchio was now a real boy, living happily with his father, Geppetto. He went to school, played with his friends, and helped his father in the wood workshop. But sometimes, at night, he missed the feeling of being a wooden puppet, missed the thrilling adventures. The life of a normal boy seemed too quiet. One day, a traveling circus came to town. They told tales of the legendary Island of Toys, a place where all toys were alive and children could play forever. It was ruled by a brilliant toy maker named Silas. Pinocchio's heart pounded with excitement. This was the adventure he had been dreaming of. That night, Pinocchio decided to find the Island of Toys. He lied to Geppetto, saying he was going on a school camping trip. Although his nose didn't grow, a heavy feeling of guilt weighed on his heart. He snuck out of the house and followed a map he had bought from the circus. The map led him to a secret harbor where a magnificent ship with sails made of cotton candy was waiting. The captain, a parrot in a uniform, welcomed him aboard. "All aboard for the Island of Toys," it squawked. The ship didn't set sail on the sea, but soared up into the starry sky. The Island of Toys was even more wonderful than he had imagined. There were rivers of chocolate, houses of gingerbread, and trees of lollipops. Toy soldiers marched, dolls danced, and toy trains chugged everywhere. Pinocchio was greeted by Silas himself, a kind-looking man with a white beard and sparkling eyes. Pinocchio had the most fun days of his life. He played hide-and-seek with teddy bears and raced toy cars. Silas took a special interest in Pinocchio. "How marvelous," he said. "A wooden puppet who became a real boy. I must study how you gained a human heart." But then Pinocchio started to notice something strange. The other children on the island looked tired and lifeless. One night, he snuck into Silas's workshop and discovered a terrible secret. Silas was using a magic machine to steal the children's laughter and joy, turning them into empty dolls and using that energy to bring his toys to life. "Now it's your turn, Pinocchio," Silas said, his kind smile vanishing, replaced by a wicked look. "Your soul, the soul of a puppet who became real, will help me create the most perfect toy." Pinocchio was trapped in a glass cage as the machine began to whir. In his desperation, Pinocchio remembered the Blue Fairy's words: "Be brave, truthful, and unselfish." He couldn't fight with strength, but he could use the truth. "Mr. Silas," he said loudly, "these toys don't truly love you. They are alive only with stolen joy. Real love must come from the heart, like the love my father has for me." Pinocchio's heartfelt words, filled with love for Geppetto, created a magical power. The light from his heart shone throughout the room, overloading Silas's machine and causing it to explode. The stolen spirits were freed, flying back to the children. The island began to shake and crumble. Pinocchio led the other children to the flying ship. Together, they escaped the island just before it sank into the sea. When he returned to the mainland, Pinocchio ran all the way home. He found Geppetto sitting by the window, waiting anxiously. Pinocchio told his father the whole truth. He apologized for lying. Geppetto held him close and said, "My son, courage and a loving heart are the greatest adventures of all." Pinocchio understood then that being a real boy, loved and with his family, was more wonderful than any magical island.